Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to another video. I'm super excited to be doing this video for you guys because it's kind of a launch of a series that I want to do. So nevertheless, the series is going to be called Boss. And pretty much all it is just entrepreneurial topics of starting a business. I have an online boutique for those of you who don't know. The name of it is called House of Inspo. Like I said, she is an online boutique that I have recently started. Me and my partner, actually, she is my co-partner in the business. And so we have launched it. Maybe she'll come on camera one day, I don't know. But if not, we have launched the business and we've been open for roughly about 2 months now. I used to run the business as a solo project like 2 or 3 years ago. I had to shut it down. I can put that in another video as to what happened, why I shut it down, things I went through with that business, and why I decided to relaunch. Nevertheless, I have an online boutique, and I thought it would be a good idea to come on here and help you guys get started with your online boutique, because I hear so many people asking me questions like, Sharante, how do I start an online boutique, or how do I start an online business, period? I don't know what to do. I don't have the money to get started. So I just thought it'd be a great idea to come on here and teach you guys some things that worked for me, especially if you're on a low budget. I didn't have a lot of money to start up this business, but I knew it was something I wanted to do because now, everybody has a side hustle. You have to have a side hustle. So I'm here to help. I'm not one to hold back information. If I know it, I will release it. Now, some things, yes, you may have to charge for it, but that's just a whole different thing. But for the most part, I don't have a problem sharing information. If I know it, what can I do to help you all? So if you, at the end of this video, if you have any questions or anything, or you guys have topics you want me to cover, as I grow, I will share my information with you guys so you can grow. So we're going to be talking about how to start a business today with low, so we're going to be talking about how to start your business with a low startup cost. So if you guys see me looking down, I am looking at my notes. So don't mind me. I had to write down some things in order to be able to stay on track. All right. So you want to start a business. We don't have a lot of money to do it, but I know I want to start a business. How do I get started, Sharante? Good question. So the first thing I put down is with anything in life or any big project that you're going to do, I always say write out your plan. I never go anywhere without having a notebook. I have this big notebook that I just repurchased. I bought this from TJ Maxx. It was like $4 or $4.99 or something like that. I don't carry this around everywhere. Typically, this is my home notebook. And then I have a smaller notebook that I throw in my purse. I got this from TJ Maxx as well. It came in like a pack of 3 for like $3.99. You can get a notebook from the dollar store, Walmart, Target, TJ Maxx. It doesn't matter. Get you a notebook. Because I like this quote on this notebook, and this is why I bought it. And this is going to kind of tie into why you need a notebook. It says, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started," by Mark Twain. Ignore that. I don't even know where that came from. I just got this notebook. But yeah, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. You have to get started. That's the biggest thing ever is, and that's one of the things that held me back, and even with some future endeavors I want to do, is like, just do it. Be like Nike, just do it. Get started. Write out your plan. What do you want? What do you want the brand to be? What do you want it to develop into? What are your goals? How much money do you want to make? What are you trying to get out there into the world? So write it down. I wrote down the name. The name is going to come. It's the hardest thing ever to get started into an online business or on business, period, is the name. I wrote down names. I wrote down names. I have pages of names. It took me months to get a name because that's what people are going to know you by. So of course that is going to be a huge thing, is figuring out your name. But write it down. Writing down helps me a lot with a lot of things and planning and getting stuff done. What else can you write down in your notebook? Jot down your names. Like I said, develop a plan for your business. So I'll move on with that because we'll scratch that. So number 2, I got this in my little notebook. So sorry if I keep going back and forth. I got 2 notebooks here. So number 2 I put was create a budget. You have to create a budget, and that's part of writing down what ties in number 1. You have to create a budget. Especially if you're limited on funds and you know every penny counts. And you can ask my business partner, I am the money queen when it comes to the business. I count for every penny. I want to know every penny, where it was spent, where it's going to, because one of the things that happened in my first business, or when I was doing the boutique as a solo project, was I was overspending. And like I said, I definitely don't want to, it's my phone. I definitely don't want to make it seem like, oh, it's just so easy to throw all this money out here and do all this stuff. When we look at other businesses, sometimes we're like, oh, I need this and I need to get that and do that, but we don't realize that these other businesses or online boutiques or boutiques in general, they're so much more developed than where we are in as far as growth. You know, if you're just starting out, money is very, very tight, and it has to be well accounted for. I mean, even in a big business, money is very tight and has to be well accounted for, but it's good to start small. If you have $500 goes just like that. And you'd be surprised, you look up and you have no money, and you're like, what did I get for $500? I can't even fully function as a business because I have no money. So definitely create a budget. Definitely create a budget when starting up. That's very key to starting your online boutique. Number 3 is get your foundation in order. And this is for any business. It doesn't matter, online business or anything. These first 3 are pretty much something you need to do with any type of business that you're trying to do. 3 is lay your foundation. So when I say lay your foundation, what I'm talking about is get all the paperwork stuff done. Like, sis, do not start a business and not have your business fully functioning and registered legally. It's easy to, yes, you want to go get money, you want to get this paper, you want to, cash bag, scratch that. It's easy to want to get started and just run into it and say, hey, I have a business. But if you're not properly documented, later down the road, you're going to run into some problems that you might not like, because somebody is coming for their money, and if you don't have it on paper, you're in trouble. So definitely get the foundation done. Get registered with your LLC. It's not very expensive. I live in Arizona. I think it was like $12 or so to get registered. No, that's for the wholesale license. The wholesale license was like $12. Getting your LLC, I think it was roughly about $80 some with rush processing and all that stuff. So that's going to come, that takes a little bit of your money out to get registered, but you have to get registered to get things done properly. You don't want to start a business and not have the foundation properly set up. I mean, with anything, if the foundation is not correct, it's like a house. I'm sure you guys have heard this parallel. Your foundation of your house is not properly done, the house is going to crumble and fall. If your foundation of your business is, no matter how much money you're making and all this stuff, like I said, at the end of the day, somebody is coming for their money that you owe them. And when I say somebody, I mean the government. They're going to come looking for your taxes and all that and stuff. You're going to have to fill out that information. And if, like I said, if your business booms, kicks off and gets bigger, you definitely want to make sure that you're properly registered. I would hate for you to get really big and your business, like I said, is bringing in so much money, and then, you get a letter in the mail saying, hey, we see you're bringing in this much money. You're going to pay some taxes or something, and you don't have anything registered and all that stuff. That's more legal problems that you don't have to go through. So yes, lay your foundation, get your wholesale license. That's definitely something part of getting your foundation. Like I said, in Arizona, it's only $12 to get you set up with a TPT license. It's a transaction privilege tax, which is a number that you need to be able to get your, to show that you're a retailer pretty much. And that's what wholesalers want to see, to show that they can sell to you at a wholesale price. So every state is different. If I could find, no, I'm not going to go there. I was going to say if I could find it, I would put it down below, but every state is different. So Google it. That's how I found out. Nobody taught me. Google it. Google is going to be your best friend also. I can't tell you every single step, but Google is going to be your best friend. Google, I put in wholesale license AZ. Put in wholesale license TX, Texas, wherever you are. Put in wholesale license, and you're going to have to do a little bit of research and figuring it out. Or go down to your government's offices and stuff like that, and they'll teach you how to set up for a wholesale license as well. If I keep moving, it's because I'm trying to get a good angle, but whatever. So lay your foundation. That's step number 3. Number 4, I'm sure is a topic everybody is super excited and wants to know so much information about. And this is probably where majority of your money is going to go, is vendors. Vendors can be very tricky. I've had good vendors. I've had some really bad ones. I've had some mediocre ones. And I have some that I love and I'll continue to work with forever. Vendors are difficult to find. I'm not going to lie to you. That's why you see a lot of these people making wholesale list to sell to people. That's a good option if you're interested in doing that, is getting a wholesale list. You can find them pretty much anywhere. Go on Instagram and go on anybody that has a boutique. I'm pretty sure they're selling a wholesale list. I don't have a wholesale list for you. I don't know if that's something I would be interested in setting up in the future, maybe, I don't know. But you want to find vendors, and you have to do research because every vendor is different. And you may be able to find, say you want a red dress, the certain red dress that you find, you see it on vendor A for a certain price, then you see it on vendor B for a certain price, and then you'll find it on somebody else for a different price. So you have to do your research because, like I said, going back to topic 2 is creating a budget. Money is short, and we have to spend money wisely, so you're always going to be looking for the best deal. Now, to get more vendors, just as a freebie out there for you guys, there are some places you can go on, some websites you can go on. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. Number 1 is Fashion Go. It's a good website. You have to refer back to your wholesale license with that TPT number I was referring to get access to these websites because they want to make sure that you are registered as a business. But if you go into Fashion Go, it's a good resource. I think I have purchased a couple times from Fashion Go. Another one is a website called Orange Shine, like the color orange and then like shine bright like a diamond, shine, yeah, Orange Shine. So I'll put them down below for you guys for the websites, but those are pretty much the vendors you're going to find. They're all based out of California. You go on Fashion Go, you're going to find the same ones on Orange Shine, but I have seen going on, depending on which website I use, you will find that sometimes the pricing is a little bit different, but for the most part, it's the same vendors registered under both. And then another way to get vendors is, I'm super excited because I'm going this year, is Magic is coming up. For those of you who don't know what Magic is, I'm going to try to do a video for Magic for my attendance. I'm trying to vlog it, so we'll see how that goes. Excuse me. I never get like, just want to sit differently. Ugh. Okay, sorry. So yes, Magic is coming up in Vegas. I'm super excited. For those of you who don't know what Magic is, shame on you, especially if you're trying to get into the boutique business, but nevertheless, we're here to help. Magic is a huge trade show that takes place in Vegas, and it's the closest one to me, so that's why I just say Magic. There are other trade shows out there, and I think Magic goes to New York too. They go, I don't know the dates, you have to look it up. But Magic is huge. Every vendor you can think of is going to be at Magic. That's where you have the opportunity to go and look at the clothes up front. It's like going to downtown LA, which people, that's another way to get vendors to go to downtown LA, for those who don't know. That is a way of pretty much downtown LA times 1,000, and it's all under one roof for you, so you don't have to walk around trying to find certain stores. But pretty much it's just like a big shopping convention. These vendors come in, they set up these really dope displays with all the stuff they have coming in and all the samples of the new merchandise that's coming out, and you pretty much, it's like you're going shopping. You go in there, you look for stuff that you like, there's somebody there to help you, they'll get you set up, you order the stuff. It's amazing. They have, oh, excuse me. I'm probably talking way too fast. I'm sorry, I'm such a fast talker. If I'm talking fast, y'all gotta let me know because even at my job, people like slow down. But I'm gonna try to work on that. But it's just so much information. I'm already on 13 minutes. But there's different seminars that you can learn. They bring in these people. There's like a color seminar to let you know what the color of the upcoming season is. There's marketing seminars. There's everything you want to know. There's little networking parties so you can always meet people. There's shoes, clothes, baby clothes, winter clothes. There's a sourcing. If you're who are looking to get into sourcing and making your own stuff, you can compete with those who help you source like materials and getting your stuff, manufactured overseas. So it's such a good time. And like I said, I'm going to try and vlog that for you guys and teach you more about it and just kind of show you guys, so that way if you want to go in February, because they do it twice a year, fall, winter, spring, summer. If you want to go in fall, you'll be ready. So moving around, because I could talk about vendors all day, is definitely do your research to find the vendors. Like I said, websites are like Fashion Go, Orange Shine, go to Magic, go to trade shows. You can Google, I think Dallas has trade shows as well. You can do that, downtown LA, or if all else fails and you're just not the kind of person that you just want to know the information now, look into getting a vendors list. I don't see anything wrong with those. I think it's a great idea for whoever started those to help people out. Just buy it. So, moving along. Next step to getting your business started for the low is going to be marketing and social media. That is the biggest thing I could tell you outside of vendors. It's going to be your marketing and social media. You don't have to spend a lot of money for marketing. There are many different ways you can market. One being social media. Of course, social media is free. Now, there are levels of social media to where, yes, you can drop some money and, make it bigger. But starting out, you don't have to do that. Get you an Instagram page. Get you a camera. And you don't have to get a fancy camera. You don't have to go get a studio and get somebody, pay somebody to take your pictures. If you have a camera, a phone, a smartphone, you have a camera. Them $1,000 phones we paying for, those cameras will work just fine. So get somebody to take your pictures. If you're not the one to be in front of the camera, find a friend that looks good and loves to take pictures on camera, and snap away. Have them put your clothes on and go find somewhere to take pictures. You can take pictures outside. A lot of things, the new trend is kind of like taking pictures in like everyday life, or like, if you go to a hotel or something, so you can take pictures or something. We don't have to pay for studio time if that's not something that's projected in your budget at the time. That will come later down the road. Even at my point of where I am in my business, we're not doing that. We simply have a friend or my partner. She likes to be in front of the camera. I like to be behind the camera. Works perfect. We went to a location. We took some pictures with her with the clothes on. She she has a great body. So we just went and did it and posted the pictures. Yes, that works for us right now. And that takes no money out of our pocket to do that. It takes some time, absolutely, but business takes a time. But, you're going to do what you got to do. Like I said, don't go buy these high-powered cameras. Don't go pay somebody to take your pictures. Don't go spend money on models who are, like, overpricing, charging you to wear their clothes. Like, do what you have to do with the things that you have. Another thing of marketing is there's also pop-up shops. You can always see if you can get to a pop-up shop. We just recently did one. I am going to do a video on how that went and ways to help you in future endeavors of how we go about handling those. But we paid $25 for a spot at this outdoor market. It was pretty good. We learned a lot. We met a lot of people. So those are also a different way. That is also a different way of marketing. What else can we do? Of course, you'll have your website, business cards, word of mouth. Simply put it on Facebook. You never know. You can do Facebook ads. That's something that I'm slowly getting into, that you can do. There's so many different things. I could spend hours talking about this stuff. And like I said, I'm going to make more videos getting more detailed in these things, but I kind of just want to get you started. So those are pretty much the top 5 things that you need to start a business with your, let me start over. So the next thing you want to do, of course, is you got to get into your packaging and stuff like that. Now that I am going to do a separate video because there are many different ways to get into packaging. You can do it super cheap and make it look professional and neat and clean. But packaging, there are some websites, like I said, I'm going to do a separate video because I can spend all day on that, because presentation is everything. So you don't want to just throw it in a bag or however it comes. To me, that's not professional, and that's not branding, and that's not putting your name out there as a business. That's just, hey, I'm trying to make some money, let me throw in the bag, send it out. But then it's like, when I open it as the customer side, I'm not satisfied. I mean, I'm satisfied because I got my item, but it's like, dang, I thought I bought this from a boutique that I might want to shop in the future. You have to put, your brand in everything that you do. But that's a whole different video. I will be all day on that. So I just want to give you guys a few things of how to get started with an online business. I know it was very brief and I didn't go into much detail with it, but that wasn't the intent of the video, because I do want to make more videos for you guys. So I hope that helped you out in how to get started. If you guys have questions, or if there's specific videos that you want me to do, let me know. I'll be more than happy. Like I said, I am in the process of growing my business as well. So I'm learning, and as I learn, I teach. So we are learning together. So like I said, if you guys have any questions or any recommendations of a video, be sure to drop it down below. Let me know. In your meantime, I would be so grateful if you go check out our website, once again, at houseofinspo.com, or follow us on Instagram at houseofinspo. So yeah, until next time, continue to be a boss as always, and I'll check you guys out later.